Hello everyone, today we're doing a Shiny Starter Pokemon tier list. We're going to be doing every single stage in the evolutionary chain today, and we got a lot to go over, so let's get into it. This is purely based on how they look, nothing else comes into play, just how nice the shiny is. We'll start off with Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur shiny, green on green. I'm going to put Bulbasaur B tier. Ivysaur shiny, the little flower turns yellow and he stays green on green. I'm going to also put him B tier. Venusaur, the yellow flower, I think I'm going to have to keep him B tier as well. I think the whole chain, or the evolutionary stages, I think they're all B tier. Charmander turns yellow. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm going to put him in C tier. Same with Charmeleon. I think they both deserve C tier. But we cannot deny that Shiny Charizard is S tier. No matter how much you don't want to be a Charizard fanboy, the shiny for Charizard is definitely S tier. Now Squirtle gets a little lighter and his shell turns green. I'm gonna have to put Squirtle in B tier. Wartortle gets purple, so I'm gonna have to actually put Wartortle. I'm torn. B or A tier. I think I'm gonna have to put Wartortle in B tier for now. We'll see if my mind changes later. I do like Blastoise's shiny, so I'm gonna put him in A tier. Chikorita's shiny is decent. I'm gonna have to put Chikorita in B tier as well. There's gonna be a lot of B tiers, I think, in this tier list. I don't like Bayleaf's shiny form. I'm actually gonna move that to D tier. Meganium's shiny is not that great, not that different either. Put Meganium in C tier. Now we have Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil turns brown. That's weird. I'm torn between C and D. C and D, I mean. I think I have to put Cyndaquil C tier. I think the whole chain goes C tier for me. We have Hisuian in here. I don't even think that's the shiny, but we're just gonna drop that in. I drop all the Cyndaquil line in C tier. Totodile's line, however, I think all goes A tier for me. I really like that blue on blue. The light blue with the dark blue contrast. I think it's really, really nice. So I think that's an A tier shiny, the whole chain. Trico's shiny. I'm gonna put shiny Trico in B tier. So I'm not a big fan of this color contrast. And the same with Grovyle, but Sceptile is definitely A tier. Sceptile might be able to move into S tier, but I'm not 100% sure if I feel like it yet. I'm going to go through all the tiers again at the end. Torchic, I love how Torchic color swaps, so I think I'm going to actually put Torchic in A tier. And by color swap, I mean how the dark part of the orange turns to light and the light part of the orange turns to the dark part of the orange. Combuskin is kind of ugly shiny, but I'm just going to put him there in C tier. Blaziken does not change, so I'm going to have to put Blaziken in F tier actually. That's not a noticeable shiny, and I don't like it that much. This whole line here of Mudkip to Swampert is S tier. I'm sorry. This is a perfect shiny Pokemon. The whole line turns purple and it keeps its almost like the Totodile line. I just don't think Totodile's line has enough to go into S tier, but Mudkip's line definitely has enough. Turtwig, kind of a lame shiny. I'm gonna drop the whole line in F tier. Chimchar shiny. Okay, I got some guff for putting Chimchar pretty low during the regular starter tier list. But I think I'm gonna have to accept that guff and put the whole line in D tier. I don't think that's a good shiny line. I don't think Piplup's shiny is that great either, though. I think I'm gonna have to put Piplup in D tier also, all of them, because they keep the same. All these shinies from the Sinnoh region, the starters shiny from the Sinnoh region, that's like a tongue twister. They all keep the same color in their shinies, and I don't like how they change. Snivy, Snivy will go C tier, I think. Actually, no, I think Snivy can go B tier. And I think I'm gonna have to put. I don't like the red or the orange, should I say? I do think Superior is actually superior in this line. I'm gonna put him in A tier. Okay, Tepig's evolutionary line here varies greatly from stage to stage. Shiny Tepig being this is not nice in my opinion. I'm gonna have to put him in D tier. Pignite, however, will jump up to B tier, and Emboar will go to A tier. The blue flame is such a big contrast from the original, and I don't know if you know this about me, but I like when shinies go way different from their original forms because that's what makes them stand out, right? If you have a shiny that's barely any different, like come on, that's not even worth the shiny hunt in my opinion. Okay, Oshawott. As I was talking about that, Oshawott does not change much from the original. I'm gonna have to put Oshawott in C tier, I think. Duwat is in the same boat, really. I have to put Duwat there. Samurott changes enough for me to notice, but I think I'm gonna have to put Samurott. I'm gonna keep it in C tier. And the shiny for the Hisuian form, I kind of like it. I kind of like the shell change, so I think that one goes into B tier for me. Chespin's form. I know I said in the starter Pokemon tier list that Chespin might have actually dropped down. I don't think so actually. I think Chespin's actually pretty decent. I'm gonna put Chespin in C tier. The same with Quilladin and Chestnut. Fennekin's line, in my opinion, is absolutely S tier. This is such a nice shiny line here. I love the silver with the red, and then the purple with the silver and the red is just so good. This is an S tier shiny. All of them, actually. Okay, Froakie. We're entering dangerous territories here. Because, first of all, Greninja is the most S tier shiny ever, okay? But when you go to Froakie and Frogadier, they're just not there, in my opinion. Froakie gets a little lighter. That's D tier, in my opinion. That's not that good. Frogadier is the same D tier. They go from two D tier shinies to an absolute, probably the best shiny starter Pokemon out there, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Rowlet, okay. Rowlet actually does the opposite of what Froakie did. Rowlet's S tier. This I forget the middle one's name. This guy is probably B tier. And I think Decidueye is A tier. Hisuian Decidueye is kind of also A tier. I think that's a good place to put him. Litten. Okay, this is where it gets a little weird. I think Litten is S tier. I think Torracat, whatever this guy's name is, the middle one, put him in B tier. And I think Incineroar's S tier. Oh, look. I told you guys I love Shiny Popplio. But I think Shiny Popplio has to go in D tier. And I think the second one also goes in D tier. But I think Primarina is S tier. Okay. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna have to go. Uh Have to scroll for a bit here. I think Grookey is D tier. Thwacky is D tier. Rillaboom can jump up to A tier, I think. Scorbunny is C tier. The second one is also C tier. And I think I don't like Cinderence's shiny at all. I don't like the color change. It is a little different, but I don't like the color change at all. In my head, I want to drop them all down to D tier. I think that's fine for now. Sobble? Sobble's line's pretty good. I think all of Sobble's line belongs in A tier. All of them. I think they all belong A tier. Sprigatito's line, okay, so the Paldean starters kind of get a bad, in my opinion, a bad shiny set. They all go a little pastel. I think Sprigatito wins a little bit more than the others because of the flower and the eyes changing. So I think Sprigatito's line is also A tier. As much as I would love to put this whole line in S tier, I just can't. Same with Fuecoco. Fuecoco's whole line is so good, but it's just not there. So I think Fuecoco's line has to also go. I actually think Fuecoco goes B tier, which is probably the biggest controversy I'll ever put myself in. The GOAT himself, Fuecoco, his shiny goes B tier. Same with the second one, and I think Skeledirge actually redeems a little bit and goes up to A tier. I think, in my opinion. Or not my opinion, the factual, actual, truthful, 100% correct tier list here. Waxley C tier. The whole line is C tier. Actually, no. The Dancing Duck goes to B. Okay. So that's the tier list. But I'm gonna rearrange within the tiers to get the actual what I feel is the order. So 100% Greninja goes on the very top. Then it is Charizard. I'm gonna do this here. Yeah, I think that's my S tier right there. I think this is the order. These are the top shinies. I do like Mudkip, even though it's the same color scheme. I like Mudkip because it's a cuter Pokemon, right? Cuter Pokemon actually goes on top of Marshtomp and Swampert. And I like the order here. That middle evolutionary ones do get. I think this is better. I think Delphox is a nicer shiny than Swampert. All right. For this one, Totodile goes in front. This is a tough one because mixing them up is a little risky. I don't really know. I'll put this here. I kind of like that. I think this is the order for that. This is the order for A tier, I think. I think Emboar is the lowest of the A tiers. And I think the whole Totodile line is the top of the A tiers. Like I said, they have potential to move into S tier. I just don't feel like they should. Alright. For B tier here, I think I'm going to do this. This actually has the opposite effect that I said in S tier. because Mudkip is cuter than these. I put Mudkip on top of Marshtomp and Swampert. But actually, I think because the flower, it's the opposite for Bulbasaur's line at least. I think. No, that goes there. Yeah. Yeah, that's my B tier. I think that's how B tier should be for me. Actually, I think this should this way. Yeah, I'm gonna swap Wartortle and Squirtle, and I think that's my B tier. All right, C tier. C tier is tough. This is hard. C tier is tough because I feel like they're all kind of bad actually. Uh, I'm gonna have to put. I think Swampert will go there. These guys. I just don't like Charmander and Charmeleon being up top. I feel like they're not good shinies. I feel like even though I hate Combuskin, he's different. You know what I mean? Like these guys, they're a little different, but they're not enough. Like it's not different enough for me to say, oh, that's a good shiny. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna put this guy down here. This guy should go down there too. Yeah. I should go up here. I should go here. I should go down here. I can't even tell if that's shiny, if that is shiny. I didn't make this tier list, by the way. I found it. Yeah, I think that should be the order. Because if that is the shiny, because that's the shiny for this, and this is the shiny for the Hisuian ones. So I assume that is the shiny as well, and I can't tell. So that's definitely C tier. Or not bottom, C tier. Alright. Actually, this guy should probably go D tier then, right? We'll drop him D tier. We'll do this way. These guys, although I said they were D tier shinies, they are pretty good still. Yeah, I'll keep that. I'll keep that. And these guys, drop Turtwig to the bottom, Torterra at the top, that way. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's our shiny tier list. Shiny starter Pokemon tier list, that is. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Alright. Just gotta make sure. I just don't know. There's so many. It says there's 84 here. That's a lot of Pokemon. A lot of starters. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that'll be the tier list for the shiny starters. Yeah. Comment down below what you guys think. Obviously, this is going to be under heavy controversy because a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about about what shinies they think. Like I know a lot of people probably think Trico is a S tier shiny. Just don't like the color scheme. I do agree it's a very different shiny, but I just don't like the color scheme. Sceptile and A tier might be crazy as well. But yeah. This is 100% the actual truthful, real, and best ultimate shiny starter Pokemon tier list. Please like, subscribe, and I guess drop your comments because I'll read them for sure. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.